It's time. Lock, load, put on your Infinity Gauntlet and grab your lightsaber. This is Nerd Talk. Presented by WeBeam TV.
Well,
hello.
May the Fourth be with you.
Yes, and also with you.
It looks like
I'm a Catholic
Star Wars
Jedi.
threw up on the table.
Yeah, this is a collection from a gift shop. When you leave, Batu in, Star Wars Land in Hollywood Studios.
Well, not all.
And no, not all. It's from all over the place. This is a heck of an eclectic collection.
And then I have stuff behind me.
Of course.
Everywhere.
Yeah, we might have a couple Star Wars fans that are loosely associated with the.
I have a Star Wars problem.
I have a Star Wars problem. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it works.
Yeah, man. So how's everybody's Fourth been?
Today has been an absolutely insane day. I don't even want to get into details on it. It has been too crazy. We will talk about it after the show.
Busy day.
We haven't seen each other today, so we haven't been able to.
So we're going to jump right into Targets. We're going to start into Targets.
Targets, sure.
Because Marvel got sued.
Because I'll probably have nothing to say through all of it.
Oh, that's sad.
It's okay. You can just nod along.
I tried to look it up, but just
that's okay. Today, R2 is going to do his, give the input for you.
I know, he hasn't stopped since he's been over here next to me. I think he likes me.
He likes you. I mean,
you got to watch him.
Look at him. Yeah, he's like, woo.
Oh, he's eyeballing me, man.
He's eyeballing you. He's going to be in trouble with your ex.
Oh, my God. So, Montreal-based comic book company Horizon Comics and its founders, Ben Raymond, they are suing Disney and Marvel Entertainment.
Yep.
Alleging their suit, the Marvel repeatedly stole their designs on multiple occasions on the Iron Man, Ant-Man, and Avenger films.
Yes, they had a comic series out, and they were approached by Marvel. They did some work on it, and then Marvel parted company, and then apparently still pirated their designs from their graphic novel.
So you mean that you tell me that
Tony Stark
he did make all this?
is a pirate.
He's a pirate.
Tony Stark is a patent thief.
Pirate thief.
There you have it.
So,
you wonder how those 1%ers get rich, man.
There you go.
Tony Stark stole from a Canadian.
God, not a Canadian. Those people are so nice.
Well, yeah.
Are they really?
Actually, they are.
Have you ever lived near Canada? I have. Okay.
I haven't.
I have.
But yes, they always seem very nice.
They are some of the nicest people.
I don't know how they do it. But
some of them can be amazing. Well, when you're locked up like that for so long together,
I'd want to kill people.
Nastiness breeds itself out. You don't survive the winter.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. If
So
you say
there you go.
I've never been in the winter like that.
Oh yeah, I have.
Winter in Florida.
I grew up in New Hampshire.
Hey Rob, let us know when we're live on Nerd Talk. That way we can tell people. Awesome. WeBeam and YouTube.
Facebook is being silly.
Facebook's being
Imagine
silly.
That.
Silly.
Yeah, we're being. Oh, R2 has something to say.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
I'm gonna start off with this one right here.
Yeah.
Who cares if Marvel's getting sued and Disney's getting sued?
I
really don't, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, what's going to happen? They're going to pay him back royalties or something and make him go away? I don't know how long they're going to, sit and get pestered to death by this before they just reach a settlement. I mean, we are talking about multi-billion-dollar companies and a couple comic book guys.
Right. I feel bad for comic books.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
So
that won't take too much to pay them off.
Okay, who came up with May the Force be with you?
You mean May the 4th be with you? Because we all know George Lucas came up with May the Force be with you.
Because, it's a space opera.
Yes, it is.
It's a great franchise.
And his whole concept behind the Force was based on, Buddhism and all kinds of stuff. And look at that, John has his volume up. Shame on him.
Such a bad person.
You got to put a $100 bill in the cup.
Oh, he's the big baller.
Yeah.
I don't have to give pennies at this point.
Baller I'm not.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool that Margaret Thatcher was directly involved with the creation of the concept, May the 4th be with you. It was it The Guardian or The Globe or whatever the newspaper was The London Times? I don't
Yep.
remember.
It was the London Evening News.
The London Evening News. The Conservative Party sent out a big congratulations to Maggie, and they did it on May the 4th, and so they decided to play on the pun, May the 4th be with you. That was in 1979.
Yep.
So we've had that pun floating around ever since then. I probably didn't even hear it until 2000, which
Yeah,
is weird
I remember
because
that.
I was
know,
wickedly...
We were saying it in the 80s.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard it. Of
Yeah,
course,
I don't remember.
I lived
that
in New
back the
Hampshire.
day.
You don't hear anything in New Hampshire except how awful
Crickets.
Canadians are.
Yeah, you do, actually. It's funny you say
You're
that.
both right.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah.
closer you get. You know.
But it was what it was is the paper was doing a riff,
Yeah.
right? And it was to welcome welcome Thatcher, the newspaper headline instead of reading May the 4th be, or instead of saying May the 4th be with you, read May the 4th be with you.
Right. So it wasn't actually a typo, and if it was,
Yeah.
it was a very clever one that ended
Very,
up going viral. And so,
And lasted
hooray to
many,
them.
many years.
Yeah, and it's clearly stuck, and it's become a big deal. Of course, now we've added to the franchise. Naturally, the Sith had to get in on it, and so it was...
Tomorrow is the...
Yeah, the Revenge of the Sixth, Revenge of the Sixth, and now Mandalorian lore
This
has
is the
kicked
May.
in. This is the May. They turned the W upside down.
Louise.
This is the May. So now we have the whole
So I'm
month
just happy
to
about
celebrate.
This is the May.
Say
Yeah,
the
it
whole
is.
month now.
It is which is okay because Star Wars actually opened in May. So
Okay, so it makes
it's
sense in a way.
yeah, it is the anniversary from 1977 when Star Wars originally premiered, and so it is
saw it
a
in
massively big month. Yeah, how many times?
I saw it in theaters.
How many times?
Uh-oh.
9.
Yeah, I don't know. I know
Yeah,
that
how
my
many times- you don't
brother.
remember how many times you've seen it?
I do.
I got no
remember.
clue. My
I've never
my
seen it in
brother, my brother had seen it like 77 times in the theater. He was in
God
college.
have
I was in high school, and so I had to
That's a lot
fight
of
to get to a
time.
theater to see it. I saw it at the drive-in. I saw it at the theater.
I was
think
11.
I think I probably only I was 14.
I was like
And-
1 when it came out.
When it came out. No, I was 11. And all of
up.
our families,
Yeah,
my dad hated the fact that we went and watched it.
really.
Oh, yeah, because it had magic in it.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
It's got
boy.
the Force.
My dad was
Oh, well, because he was a
Did you
pastor,
explain
yeah.
to him that they were actually metachlorians?
No. Okay, so here
Because you couldn't.
So-
because that movie that happened before then didn't happen yet.
So here's the thing, right? Yeah, all this stuff,
Yeah.
this explaining away now that we can do now,
Yeah.
we couldn't do that back then. We did not have the
You didn't have the
information.
full picture back then.
We
though.
did not have the information that we have
God
now.
no. God no.
I mean,
And-
it started trickling out in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. When and especially when you got the new trilogy, okay, 1, 2, and 3 came out. Okay, that's when things really that was mid 90s. Okay, that's when things really went crazy, and we had the birth of the internet right about the same time. So you were able to discuss theories and decide what was canon, and great debates. I mean, the best theory I ever heard about Star Wars, and this one actually still intrigues me to this day, is that when the first movie came out, everything was copacetic. We understood everything that happened. Then the second movie comes out. We find out that Vader is Luke's father. We see Vader kill, of course, Ben Kenobi in the first one. But then, if you watch the original movie, you will notice that the Emperor is actually played by Alec Guinness. Be quiet, R2. I'm giving away state secrets. That's R2X10, by the way.
Why is it Star Wars X10?
It's R2X10 because he's an
Oh.
experimental R2 unit.
That's right.
Yeah. But it was played by Alec Guinness, who played Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, also remember, we had the Clone Wars back then. Okay, everybody was talking about the Clone Wars. Well, what did that mean? What were the Clone Wars about? And according to this theory I read in a magazine, which was like 2 columns, 3 inches tall, that was it. But it blew me away. And it came out but after Empire Strikes Back and before Return of the Jedi. What it was in in Lucas's original concept, they were running out of Jedi, and so they tried to clone them. The problem was every Jedi clone turned to the dark side.
They're all on the dark side.
So we had Alec
So
Guinness's
anything they
clone. Alec Guinness's clone became the evil emperor. That's why they had Alec Guinness, Obi-Wan's clone became the emperor. So what happened to Anakin's clone?
Right?
He became Darth Vader.
Oh, I thought he was the Sith guy, the red thing. I'm probably in a different movie.
You're in a different movie. Yeah, you're like way off. Okay.
I forget.
Wow. So then, but here was the cool thing, because there was one character. Oh, okay. Remember when Luke is leaving Dagobah to go save Han? What does Yoda say? No, there is another. He's not talking. I mean, Luke and Leia were supposed to get together. George would never have had them kissing if they weren't supposed to be a couple.
Right.
Okay, would never have happened. It's just way too wrong. So, but he said, no, there is another. Well, here's the other. If you think about the second movie, there is one character in there who knows too much. He's too sharp. He knows where, they're hiding. He's the best shot in the galaxy. And when Luke comes around the corner, he misses and shoots the wall instead. There's no reason for him to miss. Okay?
He didn't want to hit him.
He didn't want to hit him because this guy right here was actually Anakin Skywalker. He was hiding right under their noses the whole time as Boba Fett.
Was he really?
Boba Fett.
This was the original storyline.
Boba Fett.
Oh,
Okay.
Not Baba. Boba.
Depends on who you ask.
Boba Fett.
And so that.
Not Grogu,
So
Gronk.
then, what was supposed to happen was, they come out the other side. Anakin is still alive. Okay, Luke and Leia get together. The clones get destroyed. Okay, the reason Vader was able to fool Luke into thinking he was his father, because he's his father's clone. They've got the same Force signature, basically. So this was an amazing theory that was put out. And then after that, there was a big delay in Return of the Jedi.
See, I need you guys to explain these movies to me. Maybe I'd actually.
We got
be
some
able to watch
explaining.
them.
Oh my God! Yeah. So there was there was a delay. Things got pushed back. There were issues with it, and then they come up with all this garbage where it just like, Leia, really, your sister? What? No. This is wrong. Okay, and the whole thing just went. And then you want to talk about a major lie, because he was ready to go right back into episode 1. This was the major. This is why it took him so many years to film episodes 1, 2, and 3, because he had completely rewritten his story in order to cover up for the fact that somebody had released his big surprise, that Boba Fett was Anakin Skywalker, and that he was still alive, and father and son were going to rule and have a great time.
See, now maybe I want to watch it.
Yeah, and so he took years to go back and try and rewrite it and come up with something, and we ended up with Jar Jar Binks. So
Really?
there you have
That
it.
guy I didn't like.
Somebody
Jar.
Why?
and because they spilled it,
Because he was just goofy.
He was goofy. That's what I couldn't get past.
he was slapstick,
He looked like
and
a
some people don't like
alien
slapstick.
kangaroo.
I know.
He's dropping things and tripping over things.
Yeah,
and,
I know.
it was basically like having all three Stooges rolled into one.
Right.
There you go.
Exactly.
That makes perfect sense
Which
now.
without Larry, because
And
there was no brain.
He was just comic relief.
He was comic relief. Of course, there is that theory that he's actually a Dark Lord of the Sith himself,
Right.
An extremely deep cover Dark Lord of the Sith, who is actually behind. He's actually puppeting the Emperor. Wow.
See, I never got that out of that.
Nah, it's out there. It's out there.
What I tell you,
It's workable.
What I liked about him is he was stupid when he had to be stupid, and when he was supposed to be kind of on point in a goofy ass way.
He could be. He was brave.
He was.
That was it. He was courageous.
He was like, okay, you know what? Yeah, you're goofy, but he just did the right things at the right time.
He does,
and you got to give him credit.
Assuming he's not really a Sith Lord, then he was doing it for the right reasons.
That would
too.
be cool, though.
That is a great theory that's out there,
would
and
love
people
to
have
see
really
that.
built that one up.
Jar Jar Binks goes bad.
That was bad.
I'm going
was
to ski
completely
going to
undercover.
cut your head off now.
Mises cut your head off.
No.
Take it home as trophy.
I can do it. I don't know if I can do that at all. You guys are so sick.
Mises no like your head on your shoulders anymore.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
So there you go. Now out come all the bad Star Wars impersonations that we
Yeah,
know,
really
which
bad.
believe me, we know a lot of them.
We know a lot of them. That's
Well,
right.
really, there are only two. Well, no, there's three. Okay, because you get Jar Jar Binks, Yoda.
Maybe.
Okay, Yoda, real easy. Okay, well, two Yodas. Yoda, you seek Yoda. There's the funny one. There's the, I cannot teach him. The boy has no patience. You know, so you get two Yodas. And then, of course, you have the other one that everybody has to know and has to do. And it's a trap. Okay, Admiral Akbar.
I love that.
Yes.
Anytime
Admiral
my
Akbar.
wife goes,
It's a trap.
what do you think about this? I'll go,
It's a trap. Yeah, exactly. What do you think? Do you want to go here for the weekend? It's a trap. It's a trap.
Oh my
Absolutely. And, I mean, who was it called him Admiral Snack Bar? I love that.
oh my God.
I love that.
You know, and then, then you get all the spinoffs. You get
A couple.
Solo, you get
Yeah.
Mandalorian, you get...
Oh my God!
Mandalorian's the best
All
thing
the
they've done
animated series, okay, from
Oh,
you know
yeah.
the Clone Wars, which was oh my God, that was amazing.
Here's the thing
Okay.
about
Yep,
the
Rebels.
the animated series that I do like.
Which one?
All of them.
Okay.
I like them all.
Okay.
See,
Yep.
I like them.
I did
here's-
too.
So I'm
Yep.
the guy that, as much as a nerd I am, I will go in and I watch a movie just to watch the movie.
Yeah.
I don't go in, well, that timeline's not right, and blah, 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 and this is that, and
Yeah.
blah, 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 and they can't go that way. He wasn't supposed... I go in and just watch the
So
damn
what is it? Did you
movie.
find all that stuff the second time or third time you watch it? Because
Third time.
you guys seem
Third
to know every
third or fourth
in
time.
and out of
But,
every
you know,
all of them.
but I don't...
Well,
I don't
here's the thing
care.
you're missing.
I like it because it's got entertainment. And you know what? Now, as a videographer and as an editor, I kind of sometimes will pick the effects apart, but that doesn't stop me from going, that was really
That was
done
cool.
well.
Yeah.
I liked, there's nothing that's come out that I don't like.
In the Star Wars universe.
Yep.
No. You're absolutely spot
love
on.
Solo.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
think Solo was freaking
The
awesome.
thing at the bottom of my list, which is really funny, which is near the top of your list, is Mandalorian. Okay.
Right. No, I love
and
Mandalorian.
go ahead, send me your hate mail. That's at the bottom of my list because when I hold it up against everything else,
Oh,
it's
Chewie
just
and
to me it's at the bottom.
Bruce says you forgot the Chewie impression. I cannot do the Chewie.
Yeah, that.
That's so hard.
There you go.
I think Bruce should do it
pretty
on
You're
his
right, you're right,
phone
you're right.
and send us the video.
No, let's do that.
I think,
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce.
Do it.
You do
we
it
need
on
all
your
the
phone,
Chewy you
put
can
it
get.
in the chat, and we'll actually
Yep.
get on the show next week.
No, but one of the things that if you only watch the movies, it's really easy to not retain a lot of this stuff. But if you start picking up on the series, like the Clone Wars,
Oh, yeah.
and
That's where I was
Rebels,
going with all this.
and Resistance, okay,
Yeah.
when you watch those, all 7 seasons of Clone Wars,
Yeah.
8 seasons, excuse me,
Then the
they actually,
the Rebels. And,
yeah, Rebels and
Oh,
and
you
Resistance,
you learn
Okay.
all this stuff.
yeah.
Because
It
all
is-
of that fills in the gaps.
It not only fills in the gap, it reinforces
Yeah.
so many people. So you hear about Order 66. What was Order 66? Okay, it's just casually mentioned somewhere in
Yeah.
you know later on somewhere
In two
And-
movies. It's
in-
only been mentioned in 2 movies.
Okay, and what it was, the Order 66 is how they got rid of all the Jedi. The clones all had a behavior chip put in them, an inhibitor chip, and the Emperor
Somehow in
had
this
a
whole
had a
universe,
switch.
I do remember that.
Remember,
Yeah.
remember in the movie
And-
they started turning on the Jedi?
Yeah.
And then Anakin
Yeah, I
goes
do.
down and cleans out the Padawans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
66.
funny. I mean, some of it I do remember.
Okay,
most
he
of
just
it,
talked
I-
about infanticide, and your
Don't.
first words were, "It's funny." But we'll just skip that right now.
It's funny me remembering, not.
Yeah, yeah.
She does not
but
condone
these are,
killing children. I'm just saying.
Yes, at least
Okay,
not
yeah,
Jedi
I can't
children.
Unless they're
that.
completely out of hand.
Yeah.
And you know those Padawans, they get a little
I
mouthy.
can't admit
Well,
to
they sure
that
can.
here.
So that's where it gets so reinforced. Okay. And
Okay, so-
and you meet
Can
characters like Ahsoka. Go
So
ahead.
Brad Mobley,
Yeah.
love you, baby. I miss you, bro. he made a great point. The old Star Wars movies put my kids and wife to sleep because they're slow, right?
By
Exactly.
today's standards,
How stories
incredibly.
are telling now, it's just all action and it's just constantly
Yeah,
moving.
it never stops.
Until you see Anakin and what's her name, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
That's I'm like, get past this crap. I'm
you
not
mean
here for
past
this.
the fruit?
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. I can slice a pear and put it in the air.
Yeah,
you know, I was like, oh my
remember that part
God,
where
just
we cut
stop.
the pear up and
I
And,
don't,
I mean-
but I know what he's saying because I fall asleep in the earlier one.
Right.
Right.
And, you know, it's funny because The Empire Strikes Back is arguably the best movie of the entire series. Okay, just from an story arc, the writing, the dialogue, everything in it is the best. I know which one I think is my second best. I can guarantee you it is not A New Hope. Okay, that's horrifying. To actually go back and watch it on the big screen,
that's
okay, with
painful.
someone who hasn't seen it, you end up apologizing
Guys,
constantly through
sorry,
the movie. I'm
sorry.
sorry you're having to watch this part
Yeah,
here. This
sorry-
is, you know,
sorry
and it's
that
slow. And
TIE
and-
fighter didn't look right.
and well, beyond that, I mean, it's like a bad dialogue. Okay, I mean, okay. So Han shoots Greedo. Han shot first. Okay, Han shoots
what are you
Greedo.
trying to start? A war?
Actually,
Start War?
I did watch.
Star War? Get it? Nah.
Yeah.
I did watch the one with Jabba the Hutt the other day.
Okay, that would be the third one.
Okay.
The rookie.
That one I did
Well,
watch.
possibly.
Which one?
Wait a minute.
Because he was in.
Jabba has been digitally
It was where
put
he
back
first
into A New
figured out
Hope.
He was his father, the dark guy. Was
Okay,
his father.
yeah,
Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
yeah.
I
Which
don't know, it was 4 o'clock
well,
in the
no,
morning.
Jabba wasn't in
I still
Empire,
remember
though.
watching
No,
it.
that's when Hans.
Jabba was in A New
He
Hope.
lost his hand.
right. That would be that's
And he found out he
Empire,
was his
but
father.
Jabba wasn't in that one. That's weird.
But I was up
so-
at 4 a.m.
Yeah, he found
so
out
I
he
was
was
up
his
a while.
father, and then he died.
Yeah. So
I didn't say it was in
we
order.
were
When he was
we
on the
were
barge.
oh yeah. But in
And he had Princess
Yeah.
Leia all sexied up. Dance,
oh yeah, in the leather
dance.
bikini.
Dance for me, dance.
See, I don't remember that part.
Leia in a leather
Oh,
bikini.
Every young boy
One of
in
my
America
favorite.
in the
now,
world remembers
Right.
her
I bet they
chained up in that bikini.
That's
yeah.
a man thing, though.
You know, it's
Yes, it is.
I
The
get my
music.
own bikini at home. I'm good.
the music is what I love. I love John Williams as a composer, and I know every note of all that. Yes, even Max Rebo's band.
Awesome.
Okay, actually, Max Rebo played on Jabba's Pleasure Barge.
Yeah.
Okay, that was not the Max Rebo band in the Cantina, but if you listen to the music from that scene in Return of the Jedi,
Yep.
okay, it is probably one of it rivals with the song called The Asteroid Field, in which the Millennium Falcon is trying to escape, okay, through the asteroid field in The Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
And those two pieces of music, I think, are the best of the original trilogy. If you listen to The Asteroid Field, you can hear the tone changes all the way through it, and it goes from this like maniacal, overpowering Empire theme. In the middle, it becomes messed up and chaos, and then it picks up on the other end where Han's like, "No, we're going into the field, closer to the big one," you know. And I mean, and that's what they're doing. And then it just picks up in this incredible, heroic, almost Indiana Jones style theme, okay, where they just pick up the pace and the good guys win. And it's an amazing song to listen to, and I love soundtracks. I mean, my nickname in high school was Tracker because I collected soundtracks. That's all I had.
I played.
Yep.
This is embarrassing. In the '80s,
Mhm.
my mother had a gospel band, but
Yeah.
I was their sound guy, so I always had the sound system. I had the speakers in my room.
Yeah,
These big mats in it,
Yeah.
and I would play Star Wars.
of course. Yep.
The theme.
Especially the
Just
Imperial March.
People are like, oh,
Beautiful piece. Beautiful piece.
Because I mean, you could hear me down the block. Cops were called a couple times.
I had to wear headphones.
Oh, hey, Brad said Greedo had stank breath from a mile away. You don't brush your teeth. You got it coming.
What teeth? What teeth? I
Yeah,
mean,
those-
think about it.
those
He's got
little
the little,
gnarly things.
yeah, I mean, you know, whatever.
Kind of teeth. But you know, it's kind of funny. So, correlation, right? Bunny trail. They pulled that same stunt in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yes.
When they
Yeah,
were
on
running,
purpose.
When they were running through the disappearing and appearing minefield.
Yep.
Yeah, the asteroid field. I'm like, where have I seen that before, Nicole?
Greedo.
Han did it first.
Han shot first.
Han shot
And, you know, I mean, the fact that they've gone in and edited it so that Greedo shoots first, that just like, no. You're establishing it. But the reason I was bringing up that scene is because, yeah, Han shoots first, but watch how Han leaves the room. It is the worst directing of a decent actor in movie history. He gets up, he walks like he's got a broomstick stuck up his butt, okay, and says, sorry about the mess. And like, and it's like, wow, were you duct taped your joints together or something?
Right.
My God, it was awful, awful acting. But only because he was directed that way to have, okay, here's the thing. You have no reaction. This is no big deal to you. This is how, so you're just like wooden. He nailed it. He nailed it, and he looks like an idiot. Looks like an absolute idiot. So, yeah, A New Hope is actually, although it was my introduction, and it just captured me as a 14-year-old boy, and I went out and I turned a broomstick into a lightsaber, and I practiced for hours, okay? No, there's no love lost right now, and it's the last movie I will watch of the 9.
Why? You didn't watch Mandalorian?
Of the 9 movies
the 9,
in the series, it is the last one I will watch.
Yeah.
Okay, if given
Just
my
to get
druthers.
past it.
Yep.
Yeah. Mandalorian's awesome.
Mandalorian is fun. I love the technology that they developed for the special effects because you don't even realize
Baby Yoda
what
is awesome.
Baby Yoda's just
okay.
cute.
He is a freaking war criminal who eats endangered species as a joke.
He's not. He doesn't mean it.
But he's
He
just
doesn't
cute.
mean it. Yeah, he does, and he knows it. And he's plenty old enough to know better,
He eats
and he does
eggs.
it anyway. He is a Dark Lord. He is Sith through and through. He is the opposite of Yoda, and you watch. What's that?
What?
He's not bad. He's just written that way.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, but
Nope. I would have kicked him off.
And you know what?
The Razor Crest in a
Until
heartbeat.
Mandalorian, I didn't like Boba Fett. I didn't like Jango Fett either.
Yeah, they weren't very likable people.
No.
Yeah,
I
there's nothing in
I
there.
thought they were just big pieces of poop.
Yeah.
And then once I watched The Mandalorian, then I understood the Boba Fett and the Jango Fett side of it. I'm like, well, okay. Well, he's not a bad dude.
Yeah.
He was perceived to be that bad,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So he's not.
Yeah, he was a bounty hunter, and I mean and until you get to the Clone Wars,
Right. You don't.
and you watch what happened to Mandalore, that you really understand
Right.
what these people have been through, the genocide that they experienced at the hands of the Empire and the Jedi. Okay, I mean this was not a pretty situation.
Charles Carey said Grogu is an endangered species. You be nice to him. He didn't put the be nice in there. I just added that.
Grogu, never
Last
mind.
of his kind, man.
I'm sorry, I don't
Be
care.
nice.
I don't. No, he's not the last of his kind.
Well, you don't know.
Yeah, we do.
How you know?
How do we know? Because follow the timeline.
They don't even know.
Where's
They
Yoda?
don't even know what he is.
No, you're right. Yoda's dead because this is
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
This is after 6 and
Yep.
before 7.
That's correct.
Okay, so Yoda's dead.
He's it.
But
As far as they know, he's it.
where is Yoda's planet? We have no clue. We don't even know the
died on
name
his
of it.
planet.
No, not Dagobah. No, he was hiding on Dagobah. No, he was just
A
hiding.
lot
on
of frog
Dagobah.
eggs there
Exactly.
because they love.
They love their frog caviar.
Oh yeah, right. Charles said Jedi are endangered.
Well, they better be. I'm on Luke's side from The Last Jedi. Sorry, I really thought that was one of the best written, films in the series. That was absolutely fantastic. And when I just read
You
an
obviously
awesome.
have not seen the last Mandalorian.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh my God! Yeah.
The Last Mandalorian.
Yeah.
What is that? A YouTube movie?
No. Luke shows up.
No. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
No, that
That
was
brought
emotional
me chill.
manipulation.
You know, you had chill bumps the other night when we were doing the investigation. I'm sitting there going, oh my God, this is the greatest night of my entire life.
I thought it was great. I thought the special effects, they should have saved a little bit more money to go into Luke's face because the digitization of it was a little weak, trying to make him young again. And that was unfortunate.
Well, they do that to everybody. I mean, look
Yeah.
at the times they've brought people back, even dead people.
Yeah. Well, hell, I just watched an episode, season 10 of 9 or 10 of Supernatural, And
Still watching it?
oh yeah,
And he only gets a
Dude.
couple hours a night.
Well, I figured he was still hooked on digging on the treasure island.
that's once a week.
Oak Island.
I'll watch that tomorrow morning. That's it.
Oh.
I thought that was over
I'm all
for
caught
him.
up on that
It
one.
was,
See,
Tom
even
was
Brad
watching
says, "OMG!" Literally the coolest moment Luke showed up. I mean, that was a jaw-dropping, panty-dropping, make you
Okay.
just hotter than hell for this movie.
Damn,
ever.
John, tell us how you really feel.
I loved it.
And as far as I was concerned, it's like, oh
Here for
look,
another hour.
oh look, another cameo.
I know.
You know, and it's like I mean the whole thing, the whole Mandalorian series was nothing but okay. This whole series is designed to launch a bunch of other series.
Well, yeah.
That's what it's here for. So we're going to meet all these characters. Oh, here's Ahsoka.
We already
You
have
know,
20
here's
years.
here's
Ahsoka
Boba. Here's
Ahsoka plays a huge part that people just don't realize.
oh my God, no, they don't. And I mean, even the book
I mean,
Ahsoka
she
is fantastic.
That is a deep character that people don't get.
oh,
I mean, and
no,
you only get like this much every now and then.
Honestly,
and you're like, come on.
Ahsoka is the best written character in the entire franchise. She really
No,
is.
Mandalorian.
No, come on. The Mandalorian has one character arc that occurs in episode 1, and he stays exactly the same for the
Come
next
me dead,
7
I
episodes.
can bring you in cold.
But then he's like, no, I'm going to go ahead and save the kid. That's it. He decides to do it in the first episode, and so there's no more drama. There's nothing. He never changes again for 7 more episodes. And that's not a character arc. That's not character
He
development.
got soft, which is not supposed to get soft because he's a Mandalorian.
But he got soft in the first episode. Then what? He got softer.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
But that's not character development. That's just
And
like
when the robot, when the robot took his mask off because,
Yeah.
he was trying to make him healing and stuff like that, he had to choose to take the helmet off,
of course.
and then the robot's like, okay, whatever.
I'm not a living being. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
And
No
then
other
the
living
robot
being is
dies
going to
in the
see
end.
you. Yeah, and the robot dies and takes the memory with it. But but still,
Memories.
none of that.
Brad said, if you understand how strong those robots were,
Oh, yeah.
the trapped people were dead like no joke.
Oh yeah, yep. Oh well.
Anyway,
I just
Too much
didn't
on-
find the Mandalorian to be that compelling at
I
all.
can't wait
It's like
for-
every week it's like, oh look, they're riffing on another old western.
Well, yeah.
Okay, it
Well,
was just a
here's
different
the thing.
old western
So-
every time.
Okay, so we have in here. I was gonna bring this. Oh yes.
or
So-
excuse me, the guns of or Force 10 from Navarone as well.
So we're gonna jump down to number 9 because this
Number 9.
kind of feeds
Number
into our
9.
world. Yes, number 9. Number 9.
So we're
is
going
Babylon
to
5.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Secretly, the most influential
Number 9.
TV show of the past 25 years.
I will argue yes on that all
I
day
think this
long.
kind of, yeah,
I have been saying this for the same reason
yeah.
for years. Okay, raise your hand out there if you've ever watched a TV show that had a full season arc or a multi-season arc.
Right,
What show doesn't?
right.
Okay? Or a TV show that has an arc going along that has 2 storylines running at the same time. One is part of the larger arc, okay, and then the other is the episode arc. Okay? That's classic TV. No, that is not classic TV. Classic Star Trek is classic TV.
Yes.
It was episodic because at the time that they were making this stuff, right up to the mid-90s, okay, or actually beyond that, which is why Babylon 5 was such a big deal. But prior to that, when a show came off the air, it went into syndication. And you had no control over what order they would play stuff in or what order people would see it in. And so,
Yeah, it literally laid down the formula for
yes.
almost every show after.
Yep.
The way it
I
worked.
mean, and that was the reason that it got brought back on Sci-Fi.
Yep.
Okay, was because they were like 2 seasons into it, and the network canceled it. And it was like, you can't. This is not episode TV. This is a gigantic mini-series.
Yep.
And that was the big difference, was that this was a mini-series for 5 seasons. And J. Michael Straczynski, who wrote it as a 5-season epic series.
Yeah, that was 110 episodes.
Yep, and he wrote 90 some odd of them.
92 of them.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep. And the guest authors for the other ones, freaking DC Fontana.
Well, and actually, not only that, but the guest stars.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they had big names that showed up going, okay, well, this is going to be pretty good. That's like right now, everybody either wants to be in The Mandalorian or they want to be in the Marvel universe somehow.
Exactly.
Or they want to be in Star Wars.
Well, remember Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Okay, you had people, showing up on the boats.
Yep.
I mean, just make me an orc. I mean,
something.
Peter Jackson was an orc.
Anything to be in it. Yeah.
Anything to be in it. Exactly.
Right. So, and that's the way Babylon 5 was. I mean, I mean, they were big stars that showed up going, I just want to be on.
Do you remember the first show that actually started that?
No.
Go back to the 60s.
Star Trek?
No.
Oh.
Ready? Here's a hint.
Everything Star Trek.
Batman.
Yeah.
Batman. Vincent Price. I mean, wow. Burgess Meredith. Frank Gorshin. These were big names at the time. And so for them to be the villain of the week was just a cool cameo shot for most of these guys. And so that's kind of where that came in.
And I I got a feeling, well, this is just me, though. I think Babylon 5, I saw a lot of Battlestar Galactica in it as well.
The original or the new one?
The original.
See, the original was written as a miniseries.
Yeah, I know.
So it was supposed to be one season miniseries.
And done.
And then they actually it was supposed to be like 8 episodes.
Yeah,
and they stretched it into 24. And they're like, we got nothing to do, so it went episodic.
Right.
It's like Planet of the Week, Adventure of the Week, as we get closer to Earth, whatever. Okay. And so it went because there wasn't enough material there.
It wasn't.
And
it was always, everybody was trying to run from the Cylons.
Yep, that was it. And they almost had the same problem with B5. Because in Babylon 5, they thought they weren't going to get a 5th season. So they rushed and jammed a lot of their material into season 4, which is kind of what they did with that last episode of Doctor Who with Peter Capaldi. That movie that ended up... why can't I remember the guy's name who wrote...
Because it was bad.
No, he was brilliant.
Wow.
Okay, the guy who wrote all the Doctor Who, he also wrote the first season of Sherlock. I mean, he's fantastic. But he jammed everything into it. And they did the same thing in season 4 of B5. So when it came to so they got renewed. They're like, oh, shite.
Yeah, we didn't expect this.
And so they had to like take what little bit they had and like
and then you had the spin-offs of Babylon 5 and
the movies.
Battlestar Galactica. And then you started having Buck Rogers in the 21st century.
In the 25th century. Yeah.
And then,
which was before that.
We
long
all
before
loved
that.
Because Aaron Gray was in it.
Aaron Gray was in it with her tight bodysuit, yes. And the giant Tweaky. Beady. Hey, Buck. And yeah, Tweaky had a helmet
what was the little dog
deformation.
Shoot.
I don't remember the
little
dog.
Robot. Yeah.
K9? No, that was Doctor Who. Tweaky and Wilma Deering. Wilma Deering was Aaron Gray's character. I guess Gil Gerard is still out on the internet. He's selling. I mean, he's a salesman and he's selling stuff on Facebook.
Yep.
And it's like he's like, yeah, I'm going through. It's like, hey, sign up here, buy Bitcoin through me. Whatever it is. I mean, come on, he was an actor in the 70s, and I think he's gay. So that kind of surprised me when I was going. I don't care, but I just never kind of pictured Buck Rogers as gay. But that's okay because Flash Gordon was a porn star.
He was.
Flash Gordon was a porn star.
I missed that altogether.
No, the guy who played him. Yeah, exactly.
Remember Hawk?
Oh, yeah, Hawkman. That was Brian Blessed played that role.
Yes.
And I love that. Hawkman, dive! Yeah, I love that.
I'm trying to find I found the
dog?
No, I found everything but the dog.
Everything but the dog. Well, the dog may have been in another series. We're just crisscrossing. That happens. I think you're right, though. It does ring a bell. No, that was... those were series that all came about because of Star Wars. Okay? Star Trek was great. They tried a couple sci-fi series after Star Trek, and they were like, there really wasn't that much on. It was barely making it into Saturday morning cartoons. And then along came Star Wars. And they had already booked, I think, Battlestar Galactica. And so they were working on it, and Star Wars, so they rushed it, and they made this epic series out of it, and they pushed it even harder. Yeah. But here's the thing. What happens? George Lucas sues them. Now we're back to suing again, back to like our first story. George Lucas sued them because he thought the Colonial Viper fighters looked too much like the X-Wings.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
And it's like, okay, it's got 3 wings. This has 4 wings. This has stable wings. This has opening wings. Other than that, it's the cockpit of an airplane with a long nose. You can't patent that. Okay, they really aren't that similar. And it bugged me that George did that. Because we're trying to have space fighter pilots, so making something look like a space fighter kind of makes sense. And that was that. But
Daggett.
That's Battlestar Galactica.
No, it's Buck Rogers.
No, the Daggett.
Buck Rogers, the dog, Muffet.
No, Muffet is Battlestar Galactica. He belonged to Moxie, the kid. Okay, you're looking at the wrong thing, dude. Do not get on me about... And he was built... No, the Daggett was built because Moxie's dog was killed in the attack on Caprica. Okay? And because his dog was killed...
Oh, you're right. It is Battlestar.
Yes.
Yeah, Battlestar
I can tell you the whole story about that damn Daggett.
Yeah.
Okay? That one I know.
Daggett.
Okay? And because they call dogs Daggets. Just like frack meant something else.
How could you be gay and hold something like that?
I know, Wilma Deering, you got it.
Oh my
yeah, the Daggett, yeah.
Or,
and yep. Boxy.
Yeah.
Boxy was the name of the Daggett.
Yes.
Okay,
Boxy.
so what was the name of the kid? It wasn't the kid's name. Which was Jane Seymour was in that, and she played his mother.
But there was a dog in Buck Rogers.
Yeah, there was some dog creature, but no.
No more dog.
All right.
I'm trying to find the kid's name. Where is he at?
The kid who owned the Daggett.
Yes, it was.
It was. There you go.
I'm getting there.
It was.
Let's keep talking about
Darn it.
yourself.
Okay, yeah. So let's go. No, I mean, well, the reason I know all this is because I have the record album. Okay, recording of the first two-part, season.
Was the boy. Moffat
was the Daggett. Right, Moffat. There we go. Thank you.
I mean, look.
So I just put the two together and made Moxie.
You gave me something to say today.
There you go.
Thank God someone else was picking.
No, I still have the album. Okay, which is the movie on record. And so I listened to it so many times because it was the only thing I had. Back then, we couldn't replay a movie. Point of order, when the first video disc player came out from RCA, I was in college. I still got it, and the first movie I bought was, take a guess, cost me $129 in 1982 dollars. Okay? Guess what the first movie I bought was?
What year?
1982.
Hot Dog the movie.
No. I'll give you a clue. Look on the screen.
Star Wars?
Bingo!
Okay.
First movie I bought was Star Wars. $129 for that thing. And on video disc. And I mean, these things were, you had to feed them into a player.
Was it one at a time, or you got like a series of them for $129?
No, you got the movie for $129.
Yeah,
that's what movies used to cost.
Holy
I got it on Laserdisc.
You got it on Laserdisc. That was the next thing they came out with, which was the upgrade, okay, from the video disc.
That was so
video discs were
expensive.
black vinyl. Okay, they were black vinyl, and what they did was you had to have an incoming signal.
Yep.
You had to have an incoming TV signal because what it would do, it would reformat the incoming signal into your movie. But you had to have either channel 3 or channel 4 had to receive something in order for it to work.
Yep.
And
You have to
so,
walk up to the TV and turn the knob too.
yep.
So, Bruce, next week we're going to talk about movies like this. Ooh, I may not be here next week. I have a job that I have to do, but everybody else. But
What's he got?
Dr. Detroit. Awesome movie.
I don't remember it.
Dan Aykroyd?
Dan Aykroyd,
Really?
but
A
I
movie he
don't
doesn't
remember it. No, if there was anything. Now, what was Dr. Detroit about?
Dr. Detroit, well, Dan Aykroyd was this plain Jane guy, and then he got some stuff, and he turned into this he's a pimp daddy.
Okay.
Let me go find
See,
it.
Yeah, I might wanna
anything
watch that.
contemporary comedy
me.
stuff like that, I really never watched. It had no appeal to me.
He was trying to
I
say some
needed,
hookahs.
I needed fantastic escapism.
Okay.
That's what caught my attention.
I'm gonna have to YouTube it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was trying to help some hookers out.
That I recall, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching that. Okay, I got nothing to do with this. Look, I didn't like Sesame Street when I was a kid. Okay, I grew up in the country, and I'm like, I got no use
John
for urban
Belushi
environment.
was in it. Dan Aykroyd, Howard Hessman, Lynn Whitfield, Fran
Those are
Drescher,
great actors.
Donna Dixon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's,
Oh, yeah.
It was.
I mean,
it was big.
Yeah, and
But it was the dumbest thing.
you know how long it took me to watch Animal House?
Sounds very
Oh my
kitschy,
God!
like-
What?
Oh yeah, I was like in the fraternity already when I first saw Animal House, and I went, wait, this is what I'm supposed to have happened to me? I missed all this. You know, I mean, that's what I get for joining
Oh,
It's a movie.
the
Bruce was
ROTC.
answering your first. He was
Which was
answering
what?
your what's the first movie you bought? And
Oh.
Bruce said Dr. Detroit,
Uh,
and I'm like, oh yeah, these were some of the hottest women on TV at that point in time. Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Adrian Barbeau. She's going to be, or was she at Spooky Empire or something?
I don't know.
She's going to be somewhere, some show coming up here in Florida soon. Adrian Barbeau. We remember her from
Isn't
Swamp
she
Thing.
on here?
Adrian Barbeau.
Yeah. Phantasm.
Oh, Phantasm.
Oh, Phantasm.
Orlando.
Yep, there you
She's
go.
on our sheet, man.
She's
I
on our
remember
sheet.
the name.
I was
How's
getting
that?
there. I was gonna get there.
Oh, number 10 is a story we must cover. That's all I know.
let's
We don't have to do it
Oh,
next.
yeah.
But
No, we'll do it now. We'll do it now.
talk
Oh, come on, we only have
about
10 minutes.
the most iconic, appropriate, ironic, poetic justice
Absolutely.
casting. Oh my God.
There's nothing more perfect than that.
No, than to have in the new Tim Burton and of course Tim Burton making an Addams Family series with a Netflix budget. Think
Awesome.
about the
Yeah. It's gonna be
magic
awesome.
involved in that.
So we're
because
talking about the Addams Family
Yes.
reboot. They're gonna have
Ba-da-da-dun.
Christina
Christina
as
Ricci.
Morticia.
Oh my! Well, she might.
Perfect.
Maybe. But can you imagine a better Morticia than the girl who played Wednesday?
I can't. I think she'd do awesome
Oh
with
my God! She's retained the look. That's the thing. She's retained that, like
it.
the high forehead, the big eyes.
She's always been that.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
she's-
Yeah, but I mean, she didn't grow out of it and
Right.
look like somebody else.
She looks
You can
exactly
still
like she
see
did,
that she's
yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
And so to have her play Morticia, her own mother, is just an unbelievable. Oh my God!
Yeah, I guess she could.
What do you mean you guess
Oh,
she
you
could?
think? Oh my God!
But
No.
she's tiny.
So what?
Put some heels on her.
No, Morticia
Do
is
some
like
good,
Morticia.
you know,
Angelica Houston
filming
wasn't that tall.
perfect.
Yeah,
I just made that up. Yes, she is. She's like
she's
5'8".
very tall.
She's
No,
tall.
no, she's like 5'8", 5'9". Okay,
Yeah, 5'8", 5'9"
and
with
Christina's
6-inch
like
heels,
5'4".
you're good.
Exactly.
She's
Let's
like
put her in
5'1".
platforms. Girlfriend, you
Okay,
put her
well,
in
she's shorter
platforms.
than me then. Thank God.
You're not short no more. No, I don't know.
the
How,
shortest one.
I don't
It's
know
time
how
for
tall
the
she is,
important
but I don't-
question.
I don't-
I will look that up while
Uh-oh.
you guys talk this time.
All right, fine, but
What
I
do you
don't know.
thought?
I see. I don't know. Just it doesn't.
What is it that you don't see her as Morticia? Because I think it would be perfect too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Eva Green.
Okay. All right. Yeah. She is tiny.
Tiny, yeah, dude.
She is.
5 foot.
Yep. 5
She's
foot.
5 foot.
Yep. But
5 foot with
on
6
the other
inch
hand,
heels. She's 5'6". We're good.
you know what? They make those.
They
you
can
know,
put her on a box if they have to. They can give
No,
her,
they
like,
can't. Not
skills.
with the legs.
Ooh,
You know.
Eva
She's-
Green.
But you know what? Go look at Star Trek. Okay. Go look at
She would be a good Morticia.
Look at. Oh, from the Nevers.
Yeah.
Yes, she would be.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this. Okay, if they can make Tom Cruise eye level with like everybody, they can make her Morticia.
They cannot. They can't bring her up a foot.
Yeah, they can. Why? They do it with Tom Cruise all the
Oh,
time.
he's not that short.
Yes, he
He's
is.
like 5'4".
He should be.
No, he's like 5'7", I think.
Oh,
5'6",
see, that's not
5'7".
bad. Not
So
bad.
so let's find out. How
Charles,
tall
2 inches
is.
Charles,
taller than
Charles
me.
Carey said, "God, Amia, you spoke French, lol." But yeah.
Qui a parlé français? Oui. Ah,
But Brad,
All right.
yeah, because are you watching the Nevers?
yes.
Oh, I know.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh
I don't
my
even
God.
have Netflix right now. Okay. I have nothing.
That's not
You're
good.
broken.
I know.
Okay. All
We
right.
need to hang out at the studio. We have TVs everywhere, and they're all
I don't have time
valid.
to hang out and
That is
watch
true.
TV.
You work a lot.
I work. And
Yeah.
I'm
I gotta
raising a kid
say,
at
I
home.
gotta give you props. You work, and your daughter is one of the nicest kids I've
5'7".
ever met.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She came in and watched. Unfortunately, she watched us do paranormal stuff, and polite, quiet,
Yeah.
smart.
She was
Did what
wonderful.
she was told.
Yep.
I blew my mind.
Yeah.
She's a great kid.
And she's what? 14?
She's 14. I don't know how I got so lucky. I don't know what
I
the
don't
hell
know how
I
that
did,
happens.
But
You know, you just said that on something she can play back later on in
Oh.
order to
it's
like
okay.
hold it
She's
against
heard it
you.
out of my mouth. She's a great kid.
Good.
Oh my
I'm
God,
very blessed.
Brad, you might as well have Dwayne Johnson play Pugsley.
Oh my God.
He could be Uncle Fester.
Oh my
That would
God,
be
that would
Oh my
be a
God,
that
can you
would
see him as
girl.
Fester?
Uncle
Yes,
Fester.
he would be
Hold
Uncle
on.
Fester. He'd be
Titty,
awesome.
titty
as
pop.
that.
Boom, 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 boom.
You know, I mean, what are you going to do without Christopher Lloyd, though, as Fester? Damn, he
Yeah,
was
but they're gonna have
good.
to have somebody.
The casting in that original movie,
Yeah.
which again, Barry
It was great.
Sonnenfeld, absolute genius. I have been reveling in the genius of Barry Sonnenfeld lately. Started watching a series of Unfortunate Events again, and it's just his work is brilliant. And you know, his you look at that, you look at Men in Black, you know, it's beautiful
Have you
work,
seen
visually
okay,
amazing.
speaking of Men in Black, have you seen the new one, The International? Well, it's not new, but the last
No, no,
one. It has Thor Boy,
yeah, whatever.
he had him in there. And he's playing this,
Thor boy.
Yeah, the guy who plays Thor.
Oh, the hot guy that played Thor.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hot guy. What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hot guy who plays Thor.
The hot guy who plays Thor.
I have a joke about that. I
He
can
has
tell
a
you when
brother
we're off
that's
the air.
in the movies
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I just don't remember
He's-
his name.
yeah.
Loki. Loki.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
no,
Not that brother.
Loki's kind of hot too, and he's
Chris.
a bad guy.
Chris
Hemsworth.
There you go. Yeah. So, but yeah. So he. Titty Pop is Terry Crews. Actually, Brad, it's also in the. Oh God. Oh, it's when they went to the island. What's
Jumanji.
no.
No.
It's also when no God.
Who went to the island?
The Rock.
The Rock and the.
Oh,
kid
the
was
Jungle Cruise one.
Huh?
The Jungle Cruise?
No.
He was in that?
Oh, yeah, he was in that one too.
Yeah.
The one where the sea kind of went over them?
Yes, where they were looking for Nemo, and then Nemo was looking for the sub. The whole
Yeah,
thing. He
I
was
know
in
what
it.
you're talking
He
about.
was got to. You got to. How do you impress a girl? You
Oh,
gotta
Moana.
No.
No.
Not a cartoon. No, it was like Atlantis lost something. It was one
That
of
was
the,
animated, I thought.
No.
No?
They were finding Atlantis.
Come on, someone online, help me out here. Someone online. Journey 2. Okay, it was Journey 2.
Journey to Atlantis?
No, it was
No,
Journey.
that's-
hold on.
that's
it
a
was
cartoon.
Journey to the center of the earth?
No, that was Brendan
Mysterious
Fraser.
Island.
Okay.
Oh
I
God!
remember
Yes.
him in the
The
kids.
first
I'm
one
sorry.
was-
It
I'm
was
sorry.
in the Dolphin Tale
I-
movies.
Yes.
And-
I have that blocked out because I hate it when people rip off Jules Verne. Okay, that just
Yeah.
drives me crazy.
So anyway,
I wish
in
someone
there-
would actually
in
make
there,
one of his movies.
he makes his pecs dance.
Yeah.
And then the little short guy, the little Mexican dude, is so freaking funny. You know.
Is this the one from Ant-Man who like tells the story of what he's
but
going
I
to tell?
love him too.
Jesus, he's a funny.
Yeah, I love that guy too. No, I'm trying to find the actual stinking. Okay, so Luis Guzman
Okay.
plays the little. He's a pilot, and then he's also got Vanessa Hudgens.
Oh my God,
Kristen
he does
Davis.
some paranormal stuff too. Actually,
Yes.
he's done a lot of stuff in Miami.
Yes. So Luis. Anyway, so that's the peck of love, blah blah thing.
I was
is-
actually
and it's
talking
just-
to his manager last year.
Yeah.
You know, we just spent 2 minutes talking about The
I know.
Rock's pecs.
I know. Dude, I mean, they're
It's
huge.
fine.
That's
Turning
for you,
around.
Nicole. That's for
Every
you.
every movie he's in, he can't lose a fight, and he
Finally wearing off on
he
this,
has
too.
to he has to show his he has to flex.
Of course he does.
He didn't do it in The Mummy.
Yeah, he did actually.
I do not
And-
recall him doing
Oh yeah.
pec flex.
Yeah, he he was with a sword and he was.
Well, that's fine, but he wasn't doing a peck dance. You know?
I don't know. I would think he probably did in the Mummy.
No, he didn't.
He did in
Yeah,
Hobbs
he didn't.
We're
Shaw
gonna have
versus
to, We're gonna have
Hobbs.
to check.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's fine, but not in The Mummy.
Not the
I
Mummy.
can YouTube that
and not
movie
and not
tonight.
after he was animated as a crab. Scorpion.
Animated.
Sorry.
Oh.
Scorpion King.
I was like, that's a different movie.
You know, it's
Totally.
well, the funny thing is for me, it's King Scorpion because I actually study Egyptology,
Scorpion King.
but it was the
Yes.
name of the we actually call him King Scorpion because that's all we know about him is that his royal moniker was a scorpion.
Yep.
And so that's what we have. But
History versus
what else
the
is
movies.
on? I know, really?
We only got 3 minutes left, and I'm going to
Oh.
we're going to do this right. Why you do not pirate movies on SpaceX's Starlink?
What's the reason?
Elon Musk.
Because they will land a rocket on your ass.
Here's the first notice.
Well, that's a good reason,
So
then.
this I guess this guy tried it, and this is what he got.
Oh,
We
wow.
received the attached notice from a content owner claiming that your Starlink internet service was used to download copyrighted material without the right to do so. To the extent that you believe the notification from the content was inaccurate, please contact the content owner directly. Note that downloading copyrighted content without a license or other right to do so is a violation of Starlink, except to use it positively. We must insist. You get this big long thing about it, and I'm just like,
Just don't do
So
it.
don't do
in
it.
a nutshell,
Elon will not stand for that shit.
will not stand for piracy.
You're going to do that?
See? There you go.
Yeah, you're going to go bye-bye.
Yep.
But
Yep.
really, all I got was a letter. He
Elon
didn't
Musk,
send people
once
to his
again,
house?
Elon
Not
Musk
yet.
is
That's
not
the second
Tony
notice.
Stark.
Oh, okay.
Elon Musk is not Tony Stark. We have even more proof now.
Yes.
Yes. There you have it.
There you go.
Because, as we know, Tony Stark was a pirate
He was
who
pirate.
stole his costume design.
Yep.
Excuse
Oh,
me,
my God.
his
have mercy.
armor.
But this show went by quick. Our notes were
I know.
Our notes were
Well, you guys were
Meaningless.
talking about Star Wars. For the
Star
first
Wars is
45
awesome.
minutes.
Mandalorian.
Well, it is the May of the 4th.
I know,
okay, it's May the 4th.
I
We
get
kind of
it.
decked out the
I
whole
really
table
didn't
for
know it
you
was that
guys.
day until I got to
I
work
mean,
today.
We've got we have special guest droids in. We
Yep.
have some of the best lightsabers in the galaxy. We have the
Yeah, you
fastest
guys
hunk
get
of
to play with
junk
your
in the
toys.
galaxy.
Yep. You got the coolest creature in the galaxy.
I just want the
Where?
lightsaber.
Yeah, you're right. The Rancor.
Rancor's right there.
I want to see the Rancor eat Baby Yoda.
No.
Okay.
I
Oh
like-
yeah.
I
Oh
like
yeah. I
your-
want to see
your
him just
lightsaber thing
snap.
That makes noise. I think that's pretty.
That
cool.
one over there. Yeah, that
Right.
one there is
That-
absolutely
I like- That's not
incredible.
the one you just made, is it?
No. This is the one I got at
Look at that nicely 3D printed Star Wars.
Oh yeah, and the
A
stand
lightsaber stand, yeah.
that I 3D printed for that one. That was nice.
Oh, you guys did
Um,
that? Or you did that?
Yeah.
You did
Not
that.
you guys.
No, but that one over there I got from I think Saber Forge,
I just thought
and
it
it's
was cool.
got the
It makes noise
programmable
and
chip.
everything.
It's got 2 different sound effects. It'll do the Kylo Ren blaster noise. So it's real gritty, or it'll do regular lightsaber. 5 different sound settings. It's just sensitivity
I've
settings.
got one lightsaber
It's crazy.
there, one lightsaber over
Yep.
there, and then Kylo Ren's lightsaber over there.
Yep. So we are totally decked out. May the 4th be with you, and for the Catholics out there, also with you.
And this is the May. I love that.
Now it's your turn to tell a Star Wars pun.
I don't remember the last one.
Oh God.
Go beady 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 beady.
I know. I'm not doing that.
It's all about the day after tomorrow.
The 6th? The Sith?
Revenge of.
Revenge of the Sith?
There you
Sixth.
go.
Sixth.
We're-
Revenge of
Hey
the
everybody,
Sith.
see everybody next
Bye
time.
everybody.